I don't know, prop up a wobbly table somewhere. We don't know where that playbook went.
We can only hope that's the worst thing that happened to that playbook, because I have a suspicion that Melania rolled it up and beat Trump with it. I wouldn't touch it now, is what I'm saying. He went after news that broke just this week that Trump apparently has a bank account in China.
We know that he continues to do business with China because he's got a secret Chinese bank account.
Wow. I mean, a president of the United States to have a Chinese bank account, I mean, that's just unfathomable. Plus, I mean, it makes you wonder how he would even access that bank account. And then I remembered this.
President Trump played this video of his 6-year-old granddaughter who is learning Mandarin from her Chinese nanny for the Chinese president.
He's clearly teaching her Chinese so that he can get access to that account. Can't remember the password.
She has to just learn the Chinese for password 1. That's all she needs.
Mega 2020 exclamation point. That was the password for Trump's Twitter account until yesterday. Someone hacked it. True story. Barack couldn't believe that Trump had a Chinese bank account, and he imagined what would have happened if he'd had one.
Can you imagine if I had had a secret Chinese bank account when I was running for re-election? You think Fox News might have been a little concerned about that? They would have called me Beijing Barry.
He's cracking little jokes there. He's bringing some jokes. Now, the good thing is if they found out Barack Obama did have a Chinese bank account, they would stop saying that he was born in Kenya. They'd be he's looking a little Chinesey to me. Now, Beijing Barry, that's not a bad name. I tried to think about what other, because when he wrote the speech, he must have gone through other names they could have called him, and I thought probably the only other one I could come up with was that wasn't racist, was Barack Hussein Sauce.
Nice. Yeah.
You like that?
I like that.
Barack Hussein Obama, Barack Hussein Sauce, because of the Hussein. It's Hussein, I think. Hussein.
Yeah, the only one I can think of now, but it wouldn't have worked at the time, would be Bat Rack Obama. Just link him to bats, but back then no one really worried about bats.
Yeah, Trump knew. But his final message from the former president was probably the most important.
You've got to vote and then get some change and then vote some more and then get some more change and then keep on voting until we get it right.
Now, that is true. That is the way we're going to win this election, is if you do vote. However, you can only vote once. So I want to make that very clear based on what the president was saying. He means vote on multiple elections. If you vote 3 times, you will not only will your ballots get thrown out, but you will get arrested. So don't do that.
Because it did sound like advice of multiple voting and topping up a parking meter.
Yeah, there is an old Chicago saying that is vote early and vote often, but that's not what we're asking for here. Just get out and vote. I have to say, watching him speak, I think, the majority of Americans, we all felt like this.
Terms, and there will be difficult days along the way. From the extremism of those who would use democracy to deny minority rights.
I figured going with that clip from Fleabag was better than me demonstrating how I felt.
I agree.
I didn't want to do a Giuliani.
I concur. That way. Yes, I think.
I didn't want to lean back and tuck in. Not on camera anyway.
No, I have to sit here and watch the same clips that you play out, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, so yeah, I mean, it is amazing to see the difference between the two.
Yeah.
I tell you what feels odd when you watch Obama rather than Trump is you get to hear sentences end. It's really weird. It's it feels almost scripted that they start and there are verbs and nouns and stuff, and then there's an end to it and you're done. It's very strange.
It was weird listening to that speech. It was about 40 minutes. He didn't mention Hillary's emails once.
Oh, really?
I understand.
Let's have a look. Some of the messages coming through. Mark says Obama is a string quartet and Trump is 4 kids with recorders. We've got plenty of names for Trump, says Chris, and
she had an itch, says Mark.
Nice.
Yes, she did.
What was going on? I didn't quite understand.
Obama scratches that itch.
Didn't Dawn sing "Vote 3 times" or was it "Knock 3 times"? Nice. Actually, I'm glad you're sending these messages. At some point, we will get around to doing Keith's idea. In the comment section, we should be doing songs for lockdown, and we could do them for the election as well. We just forget to prep it because we're so busy doing all the other stuff. But yes, keep watching every Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll get around to doing suggesting songs that go with the news stories that we're dealing with. I like the idea of that. Keep the messages coming through. Our Twitter things are on screen as well, so I've not checked Twitter yet.
Yep, I can check Twitter as well. And if you put it up there, if you're liking what we do, you can feel free to throw us a drink.
Would be appreciated. Lovely, lovely. So there is another problem to solve.
Oh, another problem? I thought, how are there any left?
I thought about, what should we do? Should we talk Trump? Should we talk Trump dancing? That was quite big fun news. Should we talk about COVID? And I thought, my sweet God, I'm sick of the same damn stories. So instead, I managed to find a more serious issue. And this is the news story of a plane passenger who was caught smuggling gold nuggets in the rectum to avoid taxes.
What?
Right up the old fruit chute. So, there's much to unpack about this story, is a phrase we often use, but it's never been more true than when you've got a man with two